Hey everyone, and today we are talking about the new talk of the town, which is Rhino Linux. Now, you will remember a while ago there was a distribution called Rolling Rhino Remix, which eventually came end of life and has since been superseded by Rhino Linux. So what's Rhino Linux? Well, Rhino Linux is essentially using Ubuntu's base and what they've done is by using the dev repos and adding additional software on top of it, they've essentially made a Ubuntu rolling release based distribution. And at its core, it uses XFCE as well as Packstore. And to their XFCE environment, they've customized it and they've given it a different name and in that case, a unicorn. And it's got a set of Blizzard system, run a package manager, which which I believe is a bit of a wrapper around a couple of other systems, etc. And of course, it also supports Packstore, which is essentially basically like Archer's AUR. It's basically like that for Ubuntu. So they've made use of that, Rhino package, update, and they actually specifically advise that you should run with Rhino package, then in using apt packstore for pattern snaps. So this is to manage things with a whole installation guide, and of course packstore, which is a separate project that is incorporated here. So I thought, well, I haven't tried this in a long time, so let's take a look at this together and see how it goes. Detected Ubuntu correctly. Here's the distro installed, so we've got our launcher, application grid, etc. So let's, now that we've picked it up into it, let's install it. Okay. Next, erase the disk. Leave software files, all right. Maybe this is a scotch. And a strong password. And the next install store now. And I'll next this install the background. Okay, and that's done. Let's restart. Let's log in. And here we have it's installed. So first thing is let's start. Keep the default color scheme. Black X. This fine. I'll add images. I'll leave staff. Nyla, which is a different front end for act. And let's authenticate. Let the supply changes. Let's authenticate again. Let's reboot. Okay. Okay, so for kernel system, yeah. It's running kernel 6.48. Desktop is Unicorn on modified XFCE. And it's running, an Ubuntu system upgrade. There are some packages already available to upgrade. Okay, search should do fine. I'm just going to do a quick reboot. Check this thing again. Okay, so now we've updated, running. It is on 6.4.10. So the kernel's updated, the software's updated, so everything should be pretty installed. What are things to note? Of course, if you're using Rhino Linux at the moment, you will be using X11 by default. You can't use Wayland right now, I believe, because XFCE doesn't fully support Wayland as yet. So let's start off. So it uses EU managers, a search bar. Here's an application root, which just gives us a full general overview of application. Here you have a desktop switcher, so if you want to have different desktops, we can do that. Firefox stable or file manager thinner. Not a surprise considering this is XFCE modified. VS Codium is installed. Which is essentially, of course, Microsoft's Visual Studio Code with proprietary stuff for me. And we have the terminal. So let's do a neo fetch. Go back here. Is there like an application launcher? So here's the normal stuff panels. Clank is what they're using for the bar. Here, of course, you've got window manager tweaks. So if you want to change the focus or workspaces or the placement, etc., it's there. So dashboard, which is I'm show my dashboard for XFCE, which is this, and then take it, put some plugins, etc. Web browser failed to execute the default web browser. Okay. Something should control up in settings. So let's go to settings manager. Let's type in default applications. Okay, web browser is Mozilla Firefox. So let's do this again and go back to web browser. And yeah, that's fixed. Firefox comes on. Cool. Back to the settings. Standard XFCE settings training. Some terminal settings we want. Clipboard manager, file manager, tools and touchpad, etc. Yeah, and it is not said like for software. I get default applications, but is there no software manager in this thing? Yes, software manager. Okay, so the additional stuff they've really added is Celeste, which allows you to log into different cloud providers. So you click on that. This will pop up, then you can select one of these cloud providers here, type in the details, and go in. It's actually pretty cool, that. System media panel, clipboard manager, file manager. Okay, I don't see a form of an app store, but I know we can use the command line, which I guess for this temperature distro was fine. It wasn't just aimed, I believe, at all type of developers. Was set that as default. And Rhino, Vicky. That's just though I can remember this myself a little bit. To use a Rhino package. Okay, so it is. Do I have to do sudo or not? So Rhino dash package install VLC. Okay, so first search in pack store. Now I didn't guess it, but some pack store it'll find it somewhere else. Share. Which package that one's on the right? Just like VLC is VLC 8 app to VLC dash print. I'll just do number 8. Is it going to build it? Should I have chosen the binary? Okay, now it's adding additional software here. Nice touch that they've done. Here, must admit, this with it's thief or eyes. If I type in VLC, VLC is installed. Very nice. Very. So let's say I want to search for a package. So in my case, I'm going to search for Google-Chrome. And it's there. So I would just run a package, install Google. Okay, Taiwan. Stable, beta, deb. I'll just do the normal. Yes, I'm sure. Don't want to do edit passcode. No. and it will automatically download. Yeah, pretty nice with doing this. Okay, in the meantime, while this does this, let's do the tab. So let's change the directory here. Let's go to etc and apt, and let's take a look at the sources list. Okay, so those sources, let's take a look. Let's scroll up here. Okay, so they're using developer main restriction, developer updates, developer universe, developer updates universe, and developer multiverse, and here to develop. Okay, interesting. So they are using the Ubuntu developer repos. Okay, these ones here, it says 100%, so I guess it's still installing the app. Really, from the outskirts, really interesting. Basically, it looks like they've taken Ubuntu, changed the repos to the developer repos, using a couple of other bits of software, like we said earlier, Pack Store, etc. And of course, they've gone ahead and tweaked XFCE, so you can see they've added a couple of plugins to make it replicate GNOME, and of course they're using a dock as well, and they've customized it. So yeah, use it full well. I'm gonna watch it on really closely moving forward. I might even install it on a spare laptop to just see how it continues going through days and see how stable it is on the long run. But really interesting distro. I think if you really like the Ubuntu type landscape and you want more common software, interesting way of doing it. I never thought of Ubuntu as anything that's scrolling, but hey, why not? I must admit, this has definitely become extremely polished in a long way since Rhino Linux remixed. And yeah, great work to the developers and what they've done. And if you have comments, leave them below. Let us know what you think. Thank you for watching.